Hey there, film fans. Welcome back to Director's Choice. In this video, we're going to take a deep dive into the world of Marvel and explore the connection between the superhero universe.
Yeah, well, this is different.
And one of Hollywood's most talented actors, Ben Affleck. You may know him as the former Batman of the DC Extended Universe, but did you know he also starred as the Marvel superhero Daredevil back in 2003? Let's find out more. Firstly, let's talk about the Marvel character that Ben Affleck played. He took on the role of Matt Murdock, also known as Daredevil, in the 2003 movie Daredevil. The film is based on the Marvel Comics character of the same name, and although it received mixed reviews, it still holds a special place in the hearts of many Marvel fans. Many fans were excited to see Affleck take on the role of Daredevil, as he had previously impressed audiences with his performances in films such as Good Will Hunting and Armageddon. However, some were disappointed with the movie's execution and felt that it did not do justice to the character of Daredevil. Despite the mixed reception, the Daredevil movie remains an important part of Marvel's cinematic history. It was one of the first films to explore the darker, grittier side of the superhero genre, paving the way for other films such as The Dark Knight and Logan. Now, you may be wondering if Ben Affleck has ever been involved in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The answer is no, but with Disney's recent acquisition of 20th Century Fox, the rights to the Daredevil character have reverted to Marvel Studios, which means we could potentially see Affleck return to the superhero world as Daredevil in the future. It's worth noting that even though Affleck has not appeared in the MCU, he has worked with some of its biggest stars. He co-starred alongside Chris Evans in The Perfect Score and Scarlett Johansson, and he's just not that into you. It's always interesting to see these connections between actors in the industry. In the movie Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, Ben Affleck played the role of Batman. This was the first time he played a character in the DC Extended Universe. Affleck's Batman was an older and more grizzled version of the character, who was struggling with his place in a world filled with superheroes. In the 2017 superhero team-up film Justice League, Ben Affleck reprised his role as Batman. In this film, Batman works with other DC superheroes such as Superman, Wonder Woman, and The Flash to save the world from a powerful alien threat. These movies showcased Ben Affleck's portrayal of the iconic DC Comics character and helped establish his place in the DC Extended Universe. Fans were excited to see Affleck's take on Batman, and he brought a new depth and complexity to the character. If Affleck were to reprise his role as Daredevil in the MCU, it would be a welcome return for many fans. However, it remains to be seen if this will happen, as Marvel Studios has not announced any plans for a Daredevil movie or series. Aside from Daredevil, Ben Affleck has also played the role of Batman in the DC Extended Universe. It's safe to say that Affleck is no stranger to the superhero genre. Affleck's portrayal of Batman was met with mixed reviews, with some praising his performance while others criticized the direction of the character. Regardless, it was clear that Affleck brought his own unique take to the iconic role, and his presence in the DCEU was certainly felt. Interestingly, Affleck also directed and starred in the 2012 film Argo, which tells the story of a CIA agent who creates a fake Hollywood movie in order to rescue American hostages in Iran. The film won several awards, including the Academy Award for Best Picture. One of the most memorable scenes from the Daredevil movie is the epic fight scene in the rain, where Daredevil takes on a group of criminals in a stunning display of martial arts. This scene is a testament to the film's commitment to gritty, realistic action sequences, and it still holds up as one of the best fight scenes in superhero movie history. The fight scene in question was choreographed by Hiro Koda and was filmed over the course of 4 days. The crew used a special rain machine to create the heavy rainfall scene in the scene, and Affleck himself performed many of the stunts and fight moves. Interestingly, the fight scene almost didn't happen. Director Mark Steven Johnson had originally planned for Daredevil to take on a group of ninjas, but due to budget constraints, he had to change the scene to a fight with regular street criminals. This turned out to be a blessing in disguise, as the final product is a thrilling and intense fight sequence that perfectly captures the character of Daredevil. Now, let's shift gears and talk about the rivalry between DC and Marvel. Over the years, there have been countless debates about which comic book universe is better, and fans of both sides have engaged in heated arguments about the merits of each. Despite the heated rivalry between DC and Marvel, there have been some crossover moments between the two. For example, in the 1996 comic book series DC vs. Marvel, characters from both universes battled it out in a series of epic showdowns. Another fan favorite was Superman vs. The Amazing Spider-Man. This crossover comic book from the 1970s featured the two iconic heroes facing off against each other in a battle of strength and wits. The story was a major event at the time and is still considered one of the best crossovers in comic book history. In the world of movies, there has yet to be a crossover between DC and Marvel. However, with the recent trend of shared universes and crossovers in superhero movies, it's not outside the realm of possibility that we may one day see Batman and Iron Man team up on the big screen. Finally, let's talk about the characters that have appeared in both DC and Marvel. One of the most well-known examples is the character of Deathstrock, who has appeared in both DC and Marvel comics. Deathstrock first appeared in the new Teen Titans #2 in 1980 and quickly became a fan-favorite villain. In 2003, Deathstrock appeared in the Marvel Knights series Daredevil, Spider-Man #1, where he faced off against both Daredevil and Spider-Man. This crossover was met with mixed reviews, but it was still an interesting moment in comic book history. Other characters that have appeared in both DC and Marvel include Captain Marvel and Catwoman, who has appeared in both Batman and Spider-Man comics. Another example of this is the Amalgam Comics series, which combined characters from both DC and Marvel to create new hybrid characters. For example, Batman and Wolverine were combined to create the character Darkclaw. One example is the character Quicksilver. He is a mutant in the X-Men universe, but he also made an appearance in the Marvel Cinematic Universe in Avengers: Age of Ultron. However, a different version of Quicksilver also appeared in the DC Extended Universe in Justice League. This version of the character is known as the Flash, who is portrayed by Ezra Miller. While there have been crossovers in the comics, there has not been a live-action movie featuring both DC and Marvel characters. However, with Disney's acquisition of 20th Century Fox, there is now the potential for characters like Deadpool and the X-Men to interact with the characters from the MCU. It remains to be seen if this will happen, but it's certainly an exciting possibility. And there you have it, folks. A closer look at the connection between Ben Affleck and the Marvel Universe, as well as some insights into the DC versus Marvel debate and the possibility of future crossovers. Let us know in the comments which superhero universe you prefer. Thanks for watching. Check out this other recent clip by Director's Choice, and please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click on the notification button so you never miss an episode.